Hello, hello. Hey, Allison. Whoo. Oh, man. How are y'all doing this fine Wednesday evening? Kind of cold Wednesday evening. It's minus 17 over here. Welcome to my pettiest General Hospital reactions live stream yet. And it all comes down to today's episode of GH, where Lulu claimed that she had never worked at Kelly's before, slash Bobbie's. So, I have collected a bunch of clips of Lulu working at Kelly's because she worked there for years. My petty ass decided, I was like, no, we need to hold GH accountable for not bothering to do any research on the character that they brought back. Oh, man. And also, like, why would they even think that Lulu had never worked at Kelly's before when Luke and Bobbie, like, owned it? Make me understand it, you know? I mean, they made this whole huge thing about Lulu having never worked there before and it ending in disaster. And, like, not to say that Lulu was the best employee when she worked there, but, like, it's so stupid. Hey, Sandy. But yeah, it made me mad. I was like, really? Like, it just ruined these scenes for me. It's like, I don't know. It was supposed to be like this cute moment between Lulu and Dante, right? And I'm like, there is literally scenes of Dante being served by Lulu at Kelly's. And I found those clips, okay? All right, you know, like she was there when she was a teenager. She worked there with Georgie. When Georgie died, you know, Lulu took her shift, and you know, she was there for years. She was there for years, mostly to spite Georgie, I think, at the start of it anyway. And then she'd, you know, step in whenever someone couldn't work, and she's worked behind the counter with Luke even. Like it's just, I don't know. It just makes me mad when GH doesn't bother to even like check, because like they could look at YouTube too if they wanted to. You know, I'd be in favor of them having like a super fan hired that could just be like that they can just check in with and be like, hey, do you know if this has ever happened before they write it into dialogue and before they write it into a scene and before they make a whole scene surrounding the fact that Lulu has never worked there when she did. Lulu wasn't working at Jake's in 2006. She was a senior in high school. But yeah, it like I honestly just like hire some super fans that have watched for like at least 30 years, you know? I mean, I've only watched for like a little under 20, you know? Like uh and even I know this. Kaiwan, I hate to break it to you, but your theory is wrong. She is definitely Lulu. Sandy, you said the writers had no respect for us viewers. No, they really don't. They don't care who watched forever. They only care that about people that are watching currently that have never watched before in their life, so they can tell whatever stories they want. It's so frustrating. But yeah, so I found some clips. I've opted not to watch all these ahead of time in the sense that like I like kind of skimmed through and was like, okay, yeah, she's behind the desk at Kelly's. Okay, yeah, there she is at Kelly's. All right, you know, I just know that there's like scenes with Georgie in here, scenes with Maxie, scenes with Dante, scenes with Luke, but I've not watched them through, and I'm sure I've seen them because I was watching this whole time over these years. But like, you know, it's just crazy. But yeah, yeah, no, yeah, definitely Kawan. Like she worked at Kelly's for like a long time. It was years. Even like when she worked at Crimson, she was still stepping in at Kelly's sometimes. So it was just, I don't know. It's frustrating. It is. And I know the writers change and like they might not know, but like that's why you check. But also, like Elizabeth Cordy is the head writer. And she's been on the show longer than any of the writers in terms of like the team that's there now. Much longer. Much longer than Julie Berman even came on as Lulu. So, I don't know. It irks me. It irks me. Continuity. It's important. The last time I was like this pissed, I mean, it happened a lot under Ron Carlivati. Like he'd make the biggest mistakes and then people would call him out and then he'd like, I don't know, throw a temper tantrum and be like, no, blah, blah, blah. See, it wasn't actually me. Albert, see, that would be fine if they wrote it as that, but they wrote it as she's never worked at Kelly's before. That's what they wrote it as. If it was just that, they could have just said, oh man, it's been forever since I worked at Bobbie's back when it was Kelly's, but she didn't. She was like, I've never gotten a chance to work here before. And that was the scene. That was the scene. That was the whole thing. She's never gotten the Kelly's experience, even though she worked there for years. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. But anyway, let's shrink me down to size so my petty ass can enjoy these clips of Lulu working there, okay? Okay. Let me know how the sound is.
Mike, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. What are you doing here? Working? Get out.
Hey, what's going on?
I will not work with this tramp.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're calling me a tramp when you're the one that cheated on Dylan with Diego?
That is a filthy lie, and you know it. I want her fired.
Oh, get over yourself. My family owns this place. Fire her.
Okay, ladies, we got a problem here. Now, you are my best waitress, and Bobbie wants you here for the summer, so work it out. Outside.
That's why I'm so frustrated, Albert. Like, I wish that they wrote it the way that you said it. But they wrote it as she'd never worked at Kelly's before.
Are you ready to admit you're a liar?
Like, made a whole stance about how she never got the chance to.
You are making a fool of yourself. No, Lulu, that would be you. And eventually everyone's going to know. Everyone's going to know that you lied, including Dylan. He's going to know that you did it so you could have your shot at him. How long did you wait, by the way, before you threw yourself at my man? You conniving, pathetic little slut.
Hey, stop that.
Oh, snap.
Don't blame Lulu for something that you did.
Yeah.
You and I went for a swim.
Georgie died at
That's
the hands
it.
of Diego
Nothing
in the
else happened,
end.
So you threw us away over a lie. Or, maybe that's the excuse you needed to do what you've always
Wow,
wanted.
this is so interesting to hear you blame this on everybody else but yourself. But guess what? I didn't want to see you and Diego having sex. And Lulu has no reason to lie to me.
Are you really that dense? Lulu wants you all for herself. Hello? She's a Spencer. That's what they do. They lie. It's in the DNA. Look at Luke. He's the biggest scam artist of all time. And what about, let's not forget Carly now. I mean, she's turned lying and, sleeping around into an art form. When Bobbie was your age, she was turning tricks, so maybe you really can't help yourself.
Oh, you need to shut your
I'm
mouth.
starting to second that.
Wait, no, maybe you're going to tell me that you really didn't know what you were doing because you have a couple screws loose like your mother. You bitch.
Dang! I didn't realize that Georgie got
wait,
that.
I'm sorry. Was I
that
too mean to your
hard on
stepsister?
her.
Again, I'm sorry. I mean, you're slut. How sick and twisted is this? The two of you sleeping together. Puts a whole new meaning to family togetherness. When my mom was in Texas, she sent me a hair clip that she found in an old jewelry box. She said it was her favorite when she was my age. I left it at the boathouse when I went back to get it, I found you there. Half dressed, leaving her a message about how much it meant to you that you slept with her and how concerned you were for her feelings.
Yeah, well, maybe I didn't want to hurt her as much as you hurt me.
I loved you.
Georgie was a really nice
Dylan.
girl, but she...
I
this
sat
is-
by
this
your
is-
bedside, terrified
this is a
that you were going to die.
rare
I
form
married
for
you
Georgie.
thinking we wouldn't make it to our one-day anniversary.
I get
I
it,
stood up
but
to your
dang.
shrew of a mother. When she threw us out on the street, Dylan, we had to live in a one-bedroom over a diner across the hall from a psycho killer. Sure, I did.
And now she's standing beside one.
I made mistakes. I kept things from you, and that was wrong of me. But you made mistakes, too. You didn't believe me when I told you that I didn't sleep with Diego. But the worst of all was hooking up with Lulu without even giving us the respect.
I don't think they slept together. I think
through.
that she
You
kissed
know, right?
him, though.
You're trying to make me feel
Or was
guilty after
spending
what
a lot of
you've done.
time with him.
I did nothing. How was it, by the way? Was it worth it?
Oh.
Was she good in bed? Was she better than me because she has so much more experience?
You don't know me well enough to make those assumptions.
I know.
Lulu was a
That you're a lying
virgin.
snake. And you know that I know that.
And she ended up
So
pregnant
you
with
know
his
what? You
kid.
keep your job at Kelly's. And I'm going to do the same thing. I hope we even work the same shifts. So that way, every time you look into my eyes, you will know. You will know the truth about your lying self.
Well, I hope you're happy.
No. No, I was happy with you.
Well, now you have Diego. Georgie, after all these months of pining, so go ahead. Enjoy him or don't. You know, get bored with him, dump him. I don't care. Just leave Lulu alone.
I can't believe he would believe Lulu over me.
He's got nothing better to do, Georgie. Look, if Dylan believes you now, he's gonna have to face how badly he's been treating you. It may not mean much coming from a guy like me, but you don't deserve the way he's treating you.
It means a lot more than you think.
This is your first time? Why didn't you tell me? Lulu, if I had known...
What would you have done? Violins, champagne, room at the
I
Metro?
don't know, but your first time should not be a quickie on the floor of a boathouse.
Why not? Maybe this is exactly what I wanted. Maybe I don't have one single regret. But you do.
Oh, I forgot about that, Angel, but I think you're right.
I find it here. Lulu, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that Georgie could be so hateful, and you don't deserve to be punished for something that's not your fault.
Wasn't it? Sam, I had no business ratting out Georgie. Your problems should have stayed between you and her to work out or not without any interference from me.
No, but it's so much better to know that somebody you're with is hooking up with somebody else.
That's not
Yeah, he really
why
did,
you guys are
Angel.
together. It's because
And
you
they were,
slept
like,
with
such a
me.
cute
And
couple,
if you hadn't,
too.
you guys might have been able to work it out.
After her sleeping with Diego, are you kidding me?
But Dylan was a dog.
I don't regret being with you.
Okay, you don't have to lie to make me feel better.
I'm not lying to you. Do you regret it? Is that why you've been so hard to reach lately?
I just didn't want to bug you or make you think that I had expectations.
You get to have expectations.
Really? I'm new at this. I don't.
Just know that I didn't take sleeping with you lightly. Okay, I happen to care about you a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have somewhere to go. I mean, I like you and you like me and we trust each other, and that's a good thing.
Does that give you an idea about where I want to go from here?
I think you're loud and clear.
Lulu's little crush. Hurricane Lulu. Alright. Ooh, we get Lulu and Maxie.
So, why do you insist on hanging around Kelly so much?
Because I work here? What's your excuse?
Well, Georgie's worked here longer. She has seniority.
Who's
Why don't
saying
you
she
just do the
works
decent
here?
thing and get another job?
Excuse me?
Maxie, don't.
Yeah, how do you think my sister feels having to see your face every day? Just reminds her of all the lies you told to try and steal Dylan.
Georgie, is this true? Is there something that you want to...
She's too decent to confront you about.
Come on, you guys, please don't do this here.
What do you know about being a decent person?
At least I didn't get pregnant and abort my baby. You're starting to repeat yourself. Do you know how much that abortion hurt Lucky?
Maxie, don't.
You're the one who hurt Lucky, okay? You tore apart his marriage and his life, and now he has to spend who knows how long at Shady Brook in rehab.
I was told that my brother is getting ready to go into a group meeting, and I wanted to get my name on the list so that I could visit him. What is this, a prison or a hospital? Hello? Hello? Control freak? I need some chocolate. It's the only way to shake off the fascists. Shady Brook.
I had a brownie sound.
How about two?
I know that this is hard for Lucky, and it's hard for everybody, but it's going to get better. I'm just really, really sorry you had to go into rehab.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that Maxie threw her skanky self at my brother while he was drowning in drugs, and I'm even more sorry that she kept him addicted so that he would sleep with her, because we all know that he would never touch her skanky self if he were in his
Damn
right
right I am,
mind.
Angel.
You know, Maxie's not the only one who did skanky things
I
this
hope
summer.
someone posts this and tags
I'm
tags
just as
GH.
bad as Maxie.
I
if
won't be
not
the one
even
to do
worse.
it, but
Don't
know.
do that.
It's okay, Dylan. You don't have to do the right thing anymore. You're off the hook.
Okay, I just don't want you to put yourself down.
No, it's okay. Georgie and I were just talking about how we all spent our summer vacation. She was cheated on, lied to, and divorced, and Maxie had an affair and drove my brother into rehab, and I lied big time, got knocked up, and had an abortion. Wow, looks like I'm the big loser here.
Lulu, I wasn't making
No,
comparisons.
just
and I
stop
wasn't
judging me. You didn't have to make the decision that I did, but you get to criticize me for it.
She wasn't criticizing you.
While her and Maxie were having tea parties and playing dress up when they were little, I was freezing my butt off ice fishing with my dad while he was sucking on bourbon, talking about the good old days on the run with my mom, and singing Etta James songs.
Etta James, she's a blues singer from
Just forget it. Dylan, it doesn't matter. That's the point. I'm tired of having to
even
explain
I knew
myself.
who Etta James was.
Lulu, nobody asked you to.
You think I'm
At
weird?
last.
And maybe I am, but I just because I'm different doesn't make me a bad person. I'm sick of having to explain myself. Just everyone leave me alone. I'm so confused. I don't even know where to begin. I want to make my life count for something.
Lulu in the back
I mean,
of
I have
Laura's
to
head that we
after
saw
the
for
choices
so many
that I've
years.
Take a step back, Lulu. The only one who's judging you is you.
What is this?
Oh, yeah.
Some new thing you just do with the door wide open?
Show some respect. Tell Sonny whatever it is he wants, I'll get to it tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see you're busy.
You know what, pal?
Fine.
Listen, honey, all you have to do is cover until the new girl gets here. She said it'd be about 20 minutes.
Yeah, no
okay?
problem.
Hey, you'll really do me a big favor,
Just
kiddo.
remember, I'm probably still the world's worst waitress, so
Come on, how much damage can you do in 20
I
minutes?
don't think you want to know.
See,
Well,
you know, they
good
could have
point.
just
Thanks, yeah,
looked
come on.
like, they could have just said she was a crappy waitress and like, you know, she's not great, but she did it before. For that's a long time ago that remembers. Yeah, but Elizabeth Cordy has been there since then, and she's the head
Give
writer.
me one
So-
good reason why I shouldn't call my brother and have you arrested for stalking.
Could say the same thing about you. How did you know I lived here?
Since when?
A couple of days.
Okay, so, I mean, why don't you go upstairs and call it a night?
I think I need a minute. Maybe some coffee. Please.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. You want me to think that you have a concussion and you're afraid to go to sleep unless I go upstairs and stay with you, right?
No, I love the way you think, but I may never be able to close my eyes ever again. Nope. It's still there. I think I'm actually scarred for life.
Why? What?
There are some things that you never, ever want to picture your mother doing.
Okay, let me get this straight. You are traumatized because your mom is
No,
with...
stop. Just stop.
I think that your mom has a right to her own life.
Yeah, and as her only child, I have a right to be concerned.
I just think that you should stay out of it. personally.
Look, would you want your mom sleeping with a guy like me?
What are you doing? Is he bothering you?
No, I'm fine. I mean, he's just flipping out because his mom's dating a younger guy.
Okay, you know what, Dominic? If you need therapy, see a therapist. Don't bring your problems to Lulu.
My sentiments exactly. Oh, you got here just in time. I was just about to make another pot of coffee.
No, I don't want any more of that.
Anything but the...
You know, did you know where Mike was headed?
No, he didn't say, but I guess it's a late card game. My dad used to get the same look in his eyes. But I try to stay out of my parents' personal lives, and even if I didn't, I wouldn't go blabbing about it to strangers.
So what, all of a sudden now I'm a stranger?
No, you're just one more guy I hustled at pool and then took to the hospital.
Lulu's sad.
Whatever that was about, proceed with caution because she's under my protection among others. Who beat you up?
Her brothers thought I was flirting with her over
You know
Jake's.
one of her brothers is a cop? Did you know that?
Yeah, so...
Yeah. Okay, but you were supposed to go to Jake's to calm things down, not get in a fight.
I talked to the owner, some guy named Coleman. I told him I'd take care of the robberies.
See that you do, and one thing you need to know, her father is one of my closest friends.
She likes me, what can I say?
Okay, first of all, she doesn't like you. Second of all, when I talk to you, I don't like to feel like I'm talking to thin air. If you want to keep working for me, you need to show me some respect.
Let's get past this. 'Cause now it's all Dante and Sunny there. And then this is, I think this is potentially the last time we see her work there.
Hey, sorry, we're closed.
Oh, Sonny says
As you can see, Sean Butler is already
turn it
here,
around.
so it wasn't that long
Can I get a
ago.
cup of coffee to go?
Yeah, I can do that, sure. Why not?
Hey,
No? Hey, baby.
I thought you got a sub for Mike.
Well, I did, but he had a accident with a cutlery and almost cut off 3 fingers. The good news is he made a whole batch of cupcakes and a couple of pies before the accident. The bad news is I can't find anybody else to take his place.
You can cook when you want to.
I'm not in the mood. What about you? Would you like to contribute to keeping the family business solvent?
No.
Oh, come on, a couple of hours. It'll be fun.
Oh, jeez. I guess I can't let Kelly's go under.
No, you can't, and I like that attitude. That's a real kind of working for the family thing, and I love that you love my culinary genius. Yeah, good. Coast is clear.
This is a business. I thought we wanted customers.
Well, as long as all they want is a cupcake and a beverage. All this activity is not good for my heart.
All you did was make coffee.
And the strain was crippling.
Well, at least tomorrow you have an excuse to close this place because it's Sunny and Brenda's wedding.
Are you going? Even with the chill between you and Dante?
We're back together.
That was quick.
Yeah. I know that you have mixed feelings about him, but I told you I love him, and I'd rather work on our relationship than just bail.
And that lie you caught him in, that's a done deal?
Well, I mean, it's upsetting that he wasn't honest with me, but I don't know, it's not the end of the world. So, I can practically see you biting your tongue.
No, I'm just thirsty.
I said that Dante and I are back together, and you've said nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything, Gumdrop. Come on. Love is hard enough without me throwing in my 2 cents.
But you gave me great advice the other day.
Did I?
Yes, you said that people never change and a relationship has a snowball's chance in hell if you don't take people for who they are.
Wow, I'm deeper than I thought.
Yes, and I took it to heart. Nobody's perfect, and I can accept Dante on those terms.
Okay. Just remember, the more you invest, the more hurt you'll be if things go south.
But nothing ventured, nothing gained in cards and love, right?
Right. Just watch your back. Life has a tendency to deal from the bottom of the deck.
We
Man. And so there we have it. multiple clips of Lulu working at Kelly's over the years, all the way through to like 2011, from 2006. Damn right I'm petty, y'all. But man, this obviously wasn't my game plan for today's reaction. Kaiwan, it was totally your pick in terms of Susan Moore. We'll do it next Wednesday, don't worry. But it made me so livid. That I was just like, come on. Like, I don't know. To be fair, like, we've never seen Lucky work at Kelly's, I don't think. He was always at Kelly's, but he never worked there. Or maybe he did, but I forgot. But I don't think so. He definitely didn't do it as an adult, that's for sure. And now he works at Charlie's, so it's not like he probably couldn't do it. Guess they forgot Julie Berman's Lulu. I guess so. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say, and I am keeping this live stream short. I've been doing some very, very early spring cleaning all day. I've had the day off of work, and I've still got like a long way to go. So I'm gonna continue. Well, I don't have a long way to go. I just got some things to put away, but yeah, I'll continue doing that. We're gonna live stream probably Sunday, but probably very early, as I have to go to a concert Sunday night when I'm usually live streaming, and it's a rare thing that I have to do that. But I got a couple of friends in like one of the biggest shows of their career so far, and I want to be there for it. And support. So, and they've, these guys have been to multiple of my shows as well. So, I want to support. But yeah. So I'll let you know what time Sunday. What is early? Like I'm aiming for like 3 p.m. my time. So right now my time it's 9 p.m. I don't know. It depends on your thing. So like I'm talking like early afternoon, because I have to be at the concert I think at 7. So, and they're headlining, so it'll be like much later than 8:30, which is when I usually live stream for you guys. So like 3 p.m. my time, give or take. Unless you guys want to do it Monday again, which I don't mind either. I just feel bad that it would be 2 Mondays in a row, or 2 Sundays in a row that we bumped it to Monday. But I'll make a poll on Saturday and just see what you guys would prefer, because I know a lot of YouTubers do stream pretty early in the day on Sundays, which is why I typically opt to do it later in the evening when everyone's kind of already done. I'm glad Danny knows the truth as well. Those scenes were great today, and I'm definitely looking forward to talking about the Cyrus stuff again. He does still seem to be continuing to spiral into madness, and he's obviously going to feel backed in a corner, because now that's 2 people that have accused him of murdering the people that he actually murdered. So he's gunning for people. He seems to mostly be gunning for Elizabeth, which is weird, because she's like the least of his problems, really. But I don't know. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted, or I'll do a poll on Saturday, just so I have an idea of what you guys would prefer. And then we'll take it from there, really. But yeah, I will catch you guys this weekend at some point, if not Monday, for the General Hospital after show. But if you liked this petty ass reaction, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys. Mwah.